So to start the sauce, we're making a white bolognese, still a meat sauce, but not with tomato. So for the meat sauce, a little fine chopped pancetta. We started with that in olive oil. We added carrot, celery, onion, garlic in everything. So there's some garlic. I threw a bay leaf in, right? All of this is already in the pot. I add salt, pepper, and a little sprinkle of fennel seed. I have ground beef, pork, and veal, and the little bit of fennel seed makes it taste a little bit like sweet sausage. We're gonna add thyme, rosemary, and sage. Now, just like real bolognese, you know, traditional red sauce with meat, we add the wine first, the acidity for the sauce, about a cup of wine. And now you have to let the wine completely absorb. The next liquid we add is the milk, or half and half. About a cup or so of milk. In this case, you can go a little heavier because we're making a giant lasagna. So you can go a cup and a half, fine. You let this liquid absorb completely before you add the next liquid. We're gonna add a little stock, chicken stock, to that. The secret ingredient in my pasta sauces and my minestrone and all of my winter soups is to throw in a nice chunk of parmigiano rind. Makes the whole sauce taste like cheese. Delicious. We're going to make our bechamel, white sauce. If you ever made macaroni and cheese in your life, you know how to do this. 5 tablespoons of butter, melted, to 4 tablespoons of flour. Whisk that together. Then we're gonna add a quart of milk. And it should be warm, just gently warm it. Then as that thickens up, I season this with salt, a little white pepper to keep the sauce nice and white, and nutmeg. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Now he'll thicken up. Now, wine is about absorbed into this guy, so we're going to add milk next. Milk or half and half, and that has to absorb fully before you add stock. We have fresh ricotta, sheep or cow's milk. I added 1 egg to give it some stability in the center layer of our lasagna. So I'm gonna put Parmigiano Reggiano into the fresh ricotta with an egg, and we're gonna make this the centerpiece, the center layer of our lasagna. And we're gonna add a little hint of lemon zest because that's the way my mommy likes it. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna layer it up after this. So, to build the white lasagna, on the bottom, we put half of our bechamel. Then we put these guys, flat lasagna sheets. Then you put in half the meat. Then another layer of pasta. In the center goes the ricotta mixture, okay? That's our centerpiece of our lasagna. Then on top of the ricotta, we're gonna do a repeat of those other layers, just in reverse. Now the rest of our meat sauce goes in, our white bolognese. Okay, then we do our flat sheets. No, then I do the layer of beche, cover it with fontina or mozzarella. I prefer fontina. I know, this thing's got so much cheese in it, it's ridiculous. Okay, then a little parm. Cover it with foil, throw it in the oven for about an hour, half the time uncovered, half the time covered to cook the pasta. Then the last one, 20 to 30 minutes, uncovered till it's brown and bubbly. I've got one resting. We'll cut the lasagna right after this. I felt really terrible that sage, rosemary, and thyme made the lasagna and parsley didn't, so I'm gonna top it with a little parsley. Say a little prayer, and there you go. The very first thing I ever designed for a kitchen was a 2-pan set, a 5-quart and an 8-quart oval pot. And this is my favorite pot. It never leaves my stovetop. You can boil 2 pounds of spaghetti, make 12 ears of corn. You can have a lobster roast, a clam bake, and it goes in the oven to 400. This is my 8-quart hard anodized, and everybody here gets it. My friend and neighbor, Judy Zander, hi Judy, we started a bag company so we could safely transport food. Of everything we've ever done, out of all the hundreds of bags we've created, this is my favorite. It's the lasagna lugger. And everybody gets one. And what's cool about the lasagna lugger is it keeps hot food hot or cold food cold. And today, it's keeping this empty dish warm for you because you all get a lasagna pan too.